Okay, no lie, this is like the third time I'm recording this video, so hopefully it all goes well. We'll see. Like, my mic keeps messing up. I don't know what's going on, but what is going on, guys? It is your boy TKD123 here, back here on PlayStation Source, and we do have a really cool update involving PSVR2. I'm sure you've seen the news, but let's go over some of the new details that we got here with the blog post this morning that did unveil, of course, the official hardware look at PlayStation VR2. It looks like honestly what I expected, but we'll get into that later on in the video. But to start off here, of course, it is inspired by the PS5, clearly here with the white and black dual tone type of design. This was pretty easy to tell given that we saw the controllers a few months, honestly maybe up to a year beforehand. Like it's probably getting close to a year since we've seen the controllers, but when we got a look at that and that was white and black, we probably assumed that the whole thing was going to be in a similar PS5 tone. So it looks like the full hardware is in that same fashion as you see here. On top of that, they did want to emphasize that the ergonomics and the design are meant for long time use and comfortability. So, you know, for those that really want to spend a lot of time in VR games, or you're playing just a super long experience on PSVR2, you'll be able to wear it with the ergonomics and the comfort that comes with the PSVR2. They did want to make sure that that is an underlining trait of this new PSVR2 headset. They also said that they put a lot of work into making sure that the headset is evenly weighted and has an adjustable headband like the first PSVR did. So this headset is not going to be like super top heavy or back heavy or whatever. It's going to be evenly weighted, just like the first PSVR, as well as having that adjustable headband to fit your comfort. And we'll see here with a lot of these different aspects of this headset that they really do make it a point to make sure that you can adjust and customize the fit of this headset to fit your specific needs, to how your face is, how your face is, how your face build is. I don't know, whatever. If you got a big head, you can wear this headset.
If you got a small head, you can wear this headset too, okay? So they go into
this new aspect here called the adjustable scope, and this will be an adjustment dial that will change how further away or how close the two lenses and the screen is, I believe, to your head. It might just be the scope lenses, that's what probably it might be, but you know, you'll be able to move the you know, scopes either closer to your face or further away, whatever you need, dependent on your face. And on top of that, they also said here that the placement of the headphone jack will also be in the same place as the original PSVR unit. So it will be on the left hand side, on the underside of the unit. You'll be able to plug in headphones or whatever you want to plug in to the headset itself for your enjoyment. So that's really cool there as well. They also do underline here, I believe a new dial, might be new to the PSVR line, not sure, but it's called a lens adjustment dial. So this specific lens adjustment dial will control how far apart the two lenses are in the headset or how close they are together. So if you got eyes that are, you know, far apart, or you got eyes that are close together, closer to your nose, you'll be able to adjust that as well to make sure that you get the fit that you need for the PSVR2 headset, which is really, which is really cool to see, because you know, now pretty much anyone with any type of face can wear the PSVR2 headset. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I'm laughing. That's not funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, people have different faces. You know, some look goofy, some look fine. I think I look fine, but it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But they also say here that the overall design of the PSVR2 is a slimmer and more sleeker design. So it is slimmer in all facets, I believe that's what they say here. But on top of that, they did say that they slightly reduced the weight of the unit, okay? So it's not going to be like a super night and day difference from the first PSVR headset. It's going to be just a weight reduction that is pretty slight overall, all things considered. But it is still slim and weighs less, and also it's doing both of those things while having a new built-in motor to provide headset feedback. So this motor we did talk about on the PSVR2 full specs video, which definitely go check out that if you missed that video. But it will offer a lot of cool headset feedback in terms of vibration to your head for just having it be more immersed with whatever's happening in the game. And so they did make it a really big deal that they were able to fit that motor and still make the PSVR2 unit, sleeker and way less, etc. So that's really cool to see right there. Then the last thing here we're going to detail in a big fashion is that they did find a way to have a vent in the unit that was a really cool way that they figured out how to do it and where to place it. This is from the senior art director over at Sony. He says here, quote, "When I started to work on the design for the PlayStation VR2 headset, one of the areas I wanted to focus on first was the idea of creating a vent in the headset to let air out, similar to the vents on the PS5 console that allows airflow. Our engineers came up with this idea as a good way to allow ventilation and avoid having the lens fog up while players are immersed in their VR games. I worked on many design concepts to achieve this, and in the final design you can see there is a little space in between the top of the front surface of the scope that contains this integrated ventilation. I am proud of how this turned out and the positive feedback I have gotten so far. I hope our PlayStation fans will also agree, and I can't wait for them to try it out." So there is going to be a little gap that is on top of the PSVR2 headset unit as well as the scope, and so it'll be kind of in that little crack where you'll be able to get a lot of airflow that will come out that will limit the amount of fog that happens up on the scopes. Really cool idea for those that are, you know, killing it in Beat Saber or whatever. They don't have to take it off and let air flow out. It will do it all by itself. So once again, you're able to spend a lot more time in the VR unit without having to take it off. And that's obviously a positive from all standpoints. But they say here lastly that there will be the Sacred Symbols textured material on the front of the PSVR2 and on the back bands of the PSVR2 as well. So think of the textured Sacred Symbols on the DualSense controller and on the inside of the PS5 flaps. The same type of texture will be here on the PSVR2 unit on the front and on the back bands of the unit. So overall, you know, a lot of really cool things here. I'm really impressed by how they were able to make it slimmer and the overall adjustments that you can do to how the headset fits each and every user. That's really cool that they added a lot of these dials to make sure that it's actually in tune with how your face is. There's only mainly two big questions here about PSVR2. One of them is backwards compatibility. Is that in this headset? Will you be able to play PSVR1 games on PSVR2? We have yet to know that to be true, as well as of course the price. Like, all of this sounds great. I love the concept of having haptic feedback and like adaptive triggers and, you know, this motor for the headset feedback directly, having these really cool adjustments and everything, and all this technology built into this PSVR2 headset sounds great, but at what cost, right? When you have to factor in that you need a PS5 to use this headset in the first place. And so there's that big old question, but we'll have to see when they finally answer that in the future. But I do think that they are putting off saying anything about the price, because I do think that it will be a difficult pill for a lot of consumers to swallow in terms of price. But down below, what do you think about the design? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know all those thoughts down below in the comment section. And as you're down there, check out that description. You can find links to our Discord, our Twitter, and of course our Anchor link. That way you can listen to Road to Forbidden West. This Sunday we did upload our first impressions of Horizon Forbidden West. Definitely go check out that video if you have not seen that podcast episode on YouTube and on podcast services like Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, etc. via that Anchor link down below in the description. Like the video if you enjoyed it, as well as hit subscribe to PlayStation Source to keep up with the latest and greatest in PlayStation. Thank you all for watching, and as always, greatness awaits.